Thank you to ACORNS for sponsoring this video. More on them in just a bit.
Reject Nation, right now I am at the Preserve here in LA, where on February 22nd, this coming Saturday, the real rejects, all of us, are going to be having a panel here at Multicon. In addition to that, myself and Coy are going to be hosting 2 separate other panels, and there's going to be a lot of guests way bigger than ourselves who are going to be here. And yes, you'll get to hang out with us. We're going to talk, we're going to chat, we're going to have a great old time. Please, if you haven't gotten your tickets, go get your tickets. And oh yeah, all proceeds go to the Los Angeles wildfire recovery efforts. So let's all band together for a good cause. Getting your ticket is going to be for a good cause. Hope to see you there Saturday, Reject Nation.
Yo, what's happening there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We just watched Richters Season 3, Episode 1, so now, of course, we're going to watch Season 3, Episode 2. We loved Episode 1 a lot. Had to stop and talk about it. And like we normally do, John, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. This season is been very gratifying so far, and it's fun to be here in the clubhouse sharing that with you, old school. And yeah, I'm feel it's actually watching the first episode has me in that state where you're like, you know, a little elated when you see something kind of stick the landing and it's doing good work, and then you get inspired and you're like, oh man, I want to make some stuff. Like, you know, that's kind of how I'm vibing right now. How are you vibing right now?
I mean, I'm loving the show. I'll tell you guys, I'm a tad tired. I'm getting up earlier lately, and we're shooting this on the later side right now. So it's like, oh, I hit towards the end of last episode. I was like, oh my God, it's starting to hit me. But just due to timing, we're like, we got to watch the next one. So I just figured I'd just give you guys a heads up. I'm a little bit tired. That doesn't mean I'm not looking forward to more of the Berchtold. Citizens of the Reject Nation, you know what to do. Leave a like on this video. Hey, subscribe. Reject Nation. Subscribe, click the notification bell to get notified when our reaction for episode 3 is up here on this channel. Also, John is a John, and I like him a lot.
Oh, I like this Greg.
Prepper is a fantastic editing AI software. All these robots that were built to edit for so many reactions.
All these reactions we fed into the machine, and now they just spit them out prompt style.
It's crazy how like, they're crazy.
We
AI.
haven't been on camera in years.
Hey, Patreon. That's where you get the full-length reaction watch-along, where you sync up with your own copy, a time code included of this, and it's a great experience. Like you're sitting on the couch with us, watching this whole thing together. We're in the room with you.
We're there.
Because it's illegal to show the whole bit of footage. Just a little heads up. I don't know if I've mentioned that lately. Hey, all right, you ready to do this, John?
I'm ready to reach.
Reject shirts. Greg's been losing weight. He's going to let his belly hang. Let's go.
Anything else?
Half-eaten plate of food. Same one I saw Beck set a security take out of the house a few hours ago.
Oh.
So Teresa was moved tonight. She could be somewhere in the house.
No, with my arrival and Richard being home now, there's too much activity on the grounds. It took her off the property.
Security cameras?
From what I saw at the gatehouse, 8 cameras facing the only road in or out.
Oof.
Whoever took Teresa would have her in the trunk. No way to know what car she left in or where they took her when she was out of sight of the cameras.
Nah, they strapped her to the roof.
They could be taking her somewhere to kill her.
There's no blood in here. No sign of any struggle. There's a cot, a blanket, a space heater.
This looks like a goddamn horror movie.
It's like Barbarian.
The people who have her are involved with a guy like Quinn. They're not keeping her alive and healthy for a good reason. I gotta get back to my room before the rest of the house wakes up.
Okay.
He really just wants to keep telling her the truth, huh?
Latch that door, though.
He doesn't placate her feelings at all.
No.
It's not like, I'm sure we'll find her. She'll be fine.
Hey, man, he's just got to give it to her straight.
Great shot. The cart is so far off. Damn, that's so cool. Wow. That was so
Choreography.
cool.
Good blocking. Ah, shit. What do we got? Who ordered the pizza?
Oh, shit, man. I can't sleep in this thing. It's fucking uncomfortable.
You see me snoring?
Come on, man. I gotta sleep at some point. You got the score to Sox game?
Oh.
Orioles 5, Red Sox 3.
God damn it.
Damn it, man.
What's up, boss?
Throw the book at him.
With Teresa.
Whoa!
I don't know anything about any Teresa.
Oh, shit. I know she was there.
I told you I'm just a body.
I ran your jacket, John Cooper. A year for domestic abuse, 4 years aggravated assault. Not someone I'd hire to babysit.
Oh,
whoa,
shit.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Come on. Cool down.
They have Teresa!
Go cool down.
They're keeping her prisoner!
Step outside and cool down, kid. Now!
I really feel the history between these guys. Damn. Damn.
Threw the book at him. Oh, man.
So bucks of coffee wasted.
How about you keep a leash on that bitch?
Oh,
Shut
bro,
up, man.
no.
Call it that again. I'll leave it alone with you for an hour. Thought so.
Now what's the score to the Sox? Have we changed it? Red Sox are up by 10 home runs.
If we can't pin any of Beck's dirt on him, which is a distinct possibility, eventually we got to set him free. And there's going to be nothing to stop him from singing about all this.
Now he won't talk. He's a fucking skell. He'll just be happy to be gone.
Oh, boy.
But if you keep beating his ass, he might carry a beef. Then who knows what he does. So keep it cool, Susie.
Damn, I love how strong the crickets are here.
This is already fucked
I don't
enough.
want to hear shit from you, Magellan.
Magellan.
I don't want you going down with us. Not on a favor I pulled you in on. Not on something you had nothing to do with.
Ain't bailing on you now, Irish. Just keep the RPMs down.
I love this group a lot.
Yeah. I like the flavor of their dialogue.
Yeah, no, they really feel like they've known each other a long ass time.
Yeah, totally.
And had some
Get
experiences,
inside
you
and
know.
watch the perp. Do something useful.
Like she's a team leader, but this is her inner circle right here.
Well, yeah, and I mean, these guys are doing her a massive solid.
Jealous, huh? Because you couldn't read the map.
Sometimes I call him Ponce de Moron.
Oh.
Don't go too hard on him. He's still part of your team.
Oh my god, this blue lighting is gorgeous.
Some team. A rookie, an old fart, and a gigantic vagrant we barely know.
Hey.
And who are you in all of this?
The idiot who put it all together. Ah.
Oh, shit. They gonna get the big guy inside. He's gonna get back to his room before they get there. Oh, man. Oh, man. I knew that dude wouldn't be asleep. Head of security never sleeps.
Wait here.
Can I go down to the kitchen and grab a drink?
I don't give a shit.
Now reverse the clip of him climbing down the Wow.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh my god, they're really good.
They're reversing the clip.
I love it. It'd be so funny if that's just what they did.
Oh, my God. Come now. No. No. Jackie boy.
He's gonna go in his PJs soon.
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
He's in bed.
What do you want?
A little hat on. Oh, shit. Oh, motherfucker.
God. He's more John McClane this season, isn't he?
Sure is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Act like you're touching yourself.
Jack Sleeper. I know we've used that one before. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is
Come,
he in the bathroom?
come out of the bathroom in a robe or
Come
something.
out of the bathroom in a robe. Come out of the bathroom in a robe.
Yeah,
Yes.
even better.
Flattered, but no thanks.
We found the pickup the kidnappers used. Cops took it to some state evidence lot 90 miles south of here. There's a guy downstairs, Angel Doll. He'll take you to ID the truck so we figure out who tried to kidnap Richard.
Give me 5 minutes to get dressed.
You got 2.
Oh.
Oh, you can get undressed even faster.
Oh, yeah.
One of Beck's guys is taking me to ID the Toyota pickup.
We made sure all the vehicles involved were sent to a state police impound lot.
Look, I know you said the vehicles won't come back to us.
They
but
won't. They're all confiscated as government contraband.
This is good.
Did you say all the vehicles went to the same lot?
Yeah.
Bodyguard's Audi will be there too. Beck thinks a real grenade went off inside. The interior should be covered with blood and brain matter. You see a pristine car, the whole kidnapping story falls apart.
All right. Oh, man.
Head out there and get the Audi off the lot before you show up.
Oh,
Get you
my
out of any
God.
time.
I'll do what I can, but you better move your ass. We're leaving now.
Woo! They title cards, man.
Shit, man. It's everything just feels like a race against time. Like, it's so good.
So you were a cop in the army, huh? Beck had me run your prints.
Oh, God.
What kind of connections you have that you can get your prints processed that fast?
I got more hookups than Central Main Power Company. I make more money now than I ever would have been at Grunt.
Dude called you Angel Doll. Is that really your name?
Angel Dole.
Ah.
That other shit is just a nickname. My grandma used to call me her Angel Doll after I won the most beautiful baby contest at the county fair. You know?
You won.
You, man? Once we get back, I'm gonna call my ex's Aunt Jeannie. She works at the DMV. She'll run the place for me.
Why would your ex's aunt help you?
She still loves the shit out of me because we used to watch The Wheel together. Even Duke used to do ground work at the warehouse. Look at him now. He's number 2, living in that big mansion.
So Beck promotes from within.
Oh.
Who gives a what Zachary Beck thinks?
Hey, he's not running the business.
Who exactly do we work for?
Got a lot to learn, big fella.
Quinn?
Maybe.
Several vehicles were brought in here last night, and we need access to one of them. Evidence sweep.
Yeah, sure.
Just be a few minutes.
She's got it. I'll wait outside.
We need to plant some brain matter in here fast. Oh no. Damn it, they're all gonna be here.
Detectives are here.
I am off the clock now.
Even the way they capture the tension of looking through this garage with the lights flickering on, adding that level of extra suspense.
Oh no. Oh no. No, of course it's blocked in. Ugh. Smash this car to get out of here.
How's it looking?
Like it's gonna take longer than we thought. The Audi's pinned in. I gotta move a wreck to get it out.
Hopefully Reachers figured out a way to stall.
Watching the clock. Literally just burning time. Begin pour.
What the fuck you doing, man? I gotta go.
Just getting a coffee.
You just made me stop because you said you had to piss like a racehorse, and now you're just getting a large coffee? You got me one?
You get me one? Oh, that's fun. Kill the headlights and put it in neutral. Stock car flaming with the loser and the cruise control.
God. What's happening?
Act like you gotta save your child. Then you get a super strength or something, right? In the
Once
car.
we get there, how do we get the cops to let us in?
I got $500 for whoever is working that desk.
Damn.
Shitty night shift assignment, gotta be some rookie, fresh out of the academy, bottom of his class. People like that don't turn down half a band. Trust me.
Who is this guy?
And if he does?
I got something else for him he'll like a lot less.
Woof.
You're gonna give him a gun?
What am I gonna do with this? I work the desk.
Duffy! They're here. Go on radio silent.
Oh man. Oh man. Do not want. This guy he's driving around with is wicked familiar.
I know. It looks like Winston from The Big Thing with Christian Harlow.
Winston moving on up.
I got popped for the DWI a few days ago, and my car is sitting here now. Listen, I know. I was wrong. Drinking and driving is stupid. I could have killed someone. I was out that night with my side piece, and she thinks she left her panties in my fucking car. And since my license got suspended, my fiance is coming tomorrow to sign it up.
Oh.
She finds another girl she covers. That man.
This is your story?
Oh, my boy brought me out here to see if we can get the incriminating evidence out of the picture. Make it worth your while.
Oh boy.
Huh? Sorry, I can't let you back there.
Wow.
Dog.
I know you could use his bread. And we both know you ain't no Boy Scout, otherwise you would have called me already for offering a bribe.
Look, man, this is my second week on the job. I can't afford to get fired.
No shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Lose
Oh
this
shit.
job. My old lady kills me. Not looking at jail.
Reacher. Ooh.
What the f did you do that for?
I already killed one cop this week. Staying with Beck was supposed to make my life easier, not harder.
Yeah, man. God.
He just punched
phone
him.
light. That's funny.
They just punched it.
Yeah. Well, and two, they're good at orchestrating that, like, you can see his wheels turning and the spontaneous action, but he also still feels, like, calculated and calm.
Yo, found it! This is it, right?
That's the one that rammed the Audi.
Oh, boy.
We good to go? I didn't get much sleep.
Now let's roll.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on, dude. Come on, dude. No. Dude, no.
Hold on. That's our OD right there.
Oh, boy.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
What are you going to do, man?
You said a bodyguard up in here?
Oh, my God. He's going to his head. There's like There's a menace to this.
Oof.
There you go.
Doesn't make any sense.
Oh.
These aren't main plates.
Delaware. This ain't even one of our fleet.
Oh.
Same exact make and model, even off top on the side. It's like that car hit this car.
Oh, jeez.
Probably a couple 100,000 of these on the road. X-Car's probably in some temperature-controlled
No,
lab to
no.
preserve DNA evidence.
The Army cops sure know, right?
Oh, boy.
Ugh.
Oh, boy.
It's funny because that's the kind of guy that a lot of people would underestimate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth with the plates. Damn. Well done.
I still gotta dump this minivan you stole, then run those pickups plates. And then I'm gonna get mine.
I don't know. I feel like that guy is on him.
I mean, yeah, in that moment, he was processing. I don't know. But it certainly seems like he could be. He seems smarter than he lets on for sure.
Monsieur,
What were you doing in my room?
cleaning.
I just got here yesterday.
No one stayed in this room in a while, and I haven't been keeping it up like I should. So when I heard you were out, I took the opportunity to clean up more.
Because I'll save you the time. I didn't steal anything, and I didn't bring anything.
I noticed. No laundry.
These are the only clothes I own.
If there's anything else you need.
Yeah.
Wash these clothes.
Maybe they're all undercover DEA agents.
Yes.
They don't realize
Everyone except Anthony Michael Hall.
What are you doing? Trying to sleep. There's work to do. Go talk to Duke.
Oh,
He and Paulie are in the gym.
Oh, God.
He's going all exhausted, all-nighter.
This shitty job.
It's a little more John McClane. I like that they've thrown these physical obstacles his way.
Yeah.
Where it's like a bit of a struggle.
Point.
It's a struggle for him this time. At times, right? Like,
He's going to have to walk barefoot on glass at some point.
Hey, Richie.
Is everything okay?
I just want you to know that it won't happen again.
that evil dies tonight.
It's never happening again.
It already did. If Reacher weren't there, I'd be gone. You'd probably be getting another package in the mail with a piece of me in it.
Oh, this poor kid.
Don't even think about things like that.
It's really hard for him.
I think about it every time I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Oh man, is it the big guy?
Yeah, must be.
Wait. No, that's a different guy. That's the cop.
No, there's the big.
That's security guard. Yeah.
Heard there's work to do.
You drive a truck?
Legally? Let's see if he's ready. Anyone ever get any sleep around here? Yeah, when we say you can.
That's a form of torture. So he's just gonna go push that down.
And I love too that they threw in a guy who's also physically bigger than him.
You bench?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Do you even bench, bro?
Why not?
Because it's stupid.
Wow.
Fellow rejects, the other day, we had one of those days where everything just piled all at once. Our back studio flooded. It actually flooded. And in that same exact time frame, we got hit with a bunch of copyright claims. Suddenly, in just one day, due to everything, I just naturally became stressed about finances. This is a real thing that happened. This sounds like it's made up, but it's actually not. I just think where I started like checking where some of our financial stuff is, and then I actually opened my ACORNS account, and it was this huge relief to see that if I needed to, I had enough built up to cover everything. Just knowing that we had that safety net, even though we didn't actually have to touch it, it actually made all the difference. And that's why I love this freaking app ACORNS. Because let's be real, investing can feel overwhelming. Like, I know plenty of people who invest, but even with all their advice, I used to feel pretty intimidated by the whole process. Like, where do you start? How much you need? Then there's that myth that you need a ton of money to begin. That is actually why I gave ACORNS a shot. I know these can sound like just talking points, but this is weirdly all true. It's an easy, automated way to start saving and investing for your future, and you don't need to be an expert, and you don't need a huge budget. One of my favorite things is that they let you invest like spare change from everyday purchases. So your money starts working for you without you even thinking about it. There's so much to love about it. It's effortless. ACORNS rounds up your purchases and automatically invests the spare change. You don't need a lot to start. You can begin with just a few bucks, and over time it builds. And from my experience, I would say that there's smart, expert-built portfolios. They recommend investments based on your goals, so you're not just guessing. So if you're like me, where you've been putting off investing because it feels complicated, I genuinely believe ACORNS actually makes it easy. What you can do to help support the channel, but more importantly, help support yourself, you can head to acorns.com/rejects or click the link below to start saving and investing today. And also got to say this because we're talking about money. Paid no client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote ACORNS. Tier 1 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. ACORNS Advisor LLC and SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/rejects. Seriously, ACORNS. Thank you. I mean it.
You versus me. Let's go.
Bench press proves nothing. You really want to know who's stronger. Bavarian arm wrestling. Get behind that preacher bench.
Preacher bench.
Elbow on the pad. Put your arm out like we're going to arm wrestle, then make a fist.
What's it gonna do?
I'm going to grab your fist and try to pull it down to the pad while you try to stop me. Just your strength against mine.
Easy.
2.
Whoa.
Wow.
Riechert and I fought.
Hand slipped.
Kill you.
Cut the shit.
Oh my God, I picked up a plate. Immediately picked up a plate. I know it's like way too early, but there's a chance this could top season 1.
Keys are in the truck, and there's a GPS in there. It'll direct you to a location in New London, Connecticut. They're expecting you there in 6 hours. That's plenty of time, even with shit breaks. And don't speed. We don't want you pulled over. And don't open the back. You think you can handle that? Not a problem.
Not a problem. What a guy. What a guy.
Mock pleasantry. Yeah, I love how distinct everyone's personality is.
Beck has me driving a truck to New London. We need to meet up at a rest stop so we can see what I'm transporting.
You could be hauling Teresa.
Or
Rucks. In Rucks.
Or a
Yup.
box in a box with green eggs and ham.
Fun.
Where are you now?
State Route 152 set to get on Interstate 95 at Pittsfield. We're gonna have to remove and replace some solder on a lock.
Okay, there's a rest area just past Waterville. We'll meet you there with whatever we need to get in and out of the truck.
Damn.
At the impound, we almost got busted, but we pulled it off. So, good work.
Easy throwing those compliments around, Duffy.
Hey.
You'll pull a muscle.
I love her relationship with the other cop.
Neely.
Look at her high office floor.
Pizza Neely.
Aquaman. Is that Aquaman? Why would she have an Aquaman?
You just got Neely.
Don't strike me as an Aquaman person.
Tell me you're in Chicago and we're going to a Sox game.
Nowhere near you. But I need your help.
But she likes anime.
That's true.
Paul Van Hoven, Chapman Duke, and Angel Dole. Van Hoven and Dole were Army. Not sure of Duke. I'll check in a day or two.
I'll just call you when I have the information.
I can't have this phone ringing if I don't expect it.
Whoa, the exposure changed so much there.
What the hell are you involved with?
Long story.
Yeah.
Short version. Trouble always seems to find you.
You've read the books.
Caseload's kind of light right now. Why don't I come help?
Not on this one.
Aw.
I know the guy running this, and I can't have anyone else involved.
I'm not just anyone else. Who are you up against, Reacher?
1/10, baby.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, he hung up. That's so rude.
What the hell's he doing?
He's being smart about something.
Yeah, he's taking a look around.
It's with the hold off.
In case anyone was following by car, I counted 72 seconds from the moment I took this exit. That's the amount of time it takes to drive a mile at 50 miles an hour.
Hey.
So no one's tailing you?
Not physically. There doesn't seem to be any kind of tracker hidden in the cab.
I love how, like, she's never really impressed with him.
I could have someone back at the office watching my route from afar, which makes sense considering his operations light on manpower.
I've got an old friend coming to help us. He should be here any minute.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I am worried. Oh.
It's hers. Seen her in these 100 times.
Says, like, yeah, the earrings that my niece would wear. And friends.
It's the auntie season.
Rugs.
Rugs with drugs.
Better than the alternative. Could have found your girl in there.
Close it. Oh, no. Oh, Christ. No.
Why?
Hey.
Oh.
See, Dickie.
Can't get enough of that wonderful duff.
Reacher, Billy, this is Dick Grunert.
I know Dick Grunert.
Trains drug-sniffing dogs for New Haven PD. We worked on a few cases together a couple of years back.
Yeah, and I go by Rich now.
Rich.
Can we trust this guy?
Here is Pfizer.
Pfizer?
Yeah, because drugs are her business.
You're an idiot.
But I can train the shit out of a canine.
All right.
That's thick
I'm
plastic wrap on those rugs.
Well, the dogs I train can smell a Christmas fart on New Year's.
Nice.
Dry as Utah on Sunday. Sorry, Duff. No drugs.
How do we know this guy's not bought?
Yeah.
If you're trying to prepare yourself for what you might find, don't bother. Can't be done.
Hey.
What if there's a cadaver in there?
Well, if there was a body in there, dead or alive, she would have found it.
All right.
It's a loyalty test. Russian roulette proves I have guts. Making the delivery proves I can be trusted. Not if we don't get moving again right now.
Oh my God, undercover Reacher is the coolest thing.
Take this GPS and start driving your car. If anyone's tracking me, they'll think the truck's en route. Pull off at the first rest stop after the first highway sign that reads New London. Duffy and I will meet you there. Done.
Whoa.
You ever used one of those before?
Just to get a guy to talk.
Yeah.
I had a hunch about something, so I reached out to ICE. Ever since we got onto Beck, I couldn't square up how he's been able to stay so low profile. No flags at customs, no holdups in shipments.
All logical questions.
So I asked ICE for search rate stats from ports all over the world.
That what you got on your phone?
Yep, Zachary Beck's shipments are searched 10 times less than anyone else's.
Huh.
That search rate reads like he's paying off someone at customs and getting to choose what.
Well, I should just ride around in the truck with him.
Yeah.
How it seems.
On the road.
Easy, Leadfoot.
We need to make up time. We're almost to Villanueva.
Jesus, man, don't hydroplane in that thing.
Duke, all of them. They're not working for Beck. He's not the one giving orders.
Then who is? Quinn?
Didn't ask. Can't let on I know more than I'm supposed to. But if we're taking bets, I'd say we're getting close.
Yep.
Earlier, you told me there was no way to prepare for what I might see if Teresa was in the truck. You said that like you knew it from experience.
I worked with a kid like Teresa once. She was young, but smart.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Man, he's being really honest with her, huh?
What did Quinn do to her?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
I get it.
Jack's speechless.
The way he conveyed all that with just a subtle look. I think his acting just gets better every season.
Oh, boy.
Like, that says so much more than telling a story.
Or showing a flashback.
Guess I'll see you soon.
Guess so.
Like, the kinship he's forming with her of, like, this respect and understanding is really cool.
And she's been more directly open with him, and he's been very direct about the truth of what she might find.
We've been waiting. Duke said not to speed.
He also said don't be late.
Uh-oh.
The way they managed to create these micro tensions at every moment.
You work for a rug company. What'd you think was in there?
This is one serious-ass rug company.
What? What? Oh, no. I don't like this.
Where is everyone?
Got off early. Not much to do until the next shipment's in. But I had to wait here for you.
You were tracking my route.
Someone had to.
Ooh.
Where's Duke?
On the way. But I wanted to talk to you first.
Why'd you stop for a few minutes?
A few things from our trip to the impound lot that did not sit right with me.
Oh, man.
At first, I thought you were just stalling in the gas station. Couldn't figure out why. Then, you protected that cop.
I knocked him out cold.
Yeah, you didn't let me shoot him.
I told you why.
Next time, then.
Then I was dumping the minivan. You know, the one you hotwire? I decided to take a closer look, and there wasn't even a scratch on the steering column. You didn't use a screwdriver to break into it.
I used my hands.
That's impossible.
I'm strong.
There wasn't any insulation on the mats from stripping the wires either.
I tossed it.
Man, he's really up against some smart people, huh, man?
Yeah.
While you were in the process of stealing a car, you picked up the tiny pieces of insulation and threw them up.
Yeah.
Damn, he's good. He's good.
That's Duke. I need to go.
There's something I don't like about you, man.
There's a lot of things I don't like about you, so I guess you're ahead.
I have like a seventh sense for these things.
Seventh, huh?
Yeah.
But a cop.
You already knew I was an MP.
I mean, you're working with them.
You look caught, Reacher. Stop.
Why don't we ask Duke what he thinks of what I just want to...
Whoa. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
It's all a big con on the audience, John.
Yes. Damn, dude.
Oh, man, this feels so sinister. It's a situation, not Reacher.
Well, yeah, I mean, cornered. Oh, my God.
He's going to do something gross. He's going to do something gross.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. What is he doing?
What a...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad.
Cops will determine it's an accident.
I really enjoyed watching that guy. I'm sad he's gone.
I mean, Reacher had no choice.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's made.
What are you, deaf? What's the holdup?
Angel talks too much.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Wow, bro. Amazing.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh.
Dude, this season is fucking great.
This season's really cool. I'm very much enjoying myself.
Guys, if you're listening to us on Apple or Spotify, we just watched Reacher Season 2, Episode 2. I mean, Season 3, Episode 2.
There you go.
And both these episodes are so worth talking about. Part of my feeling was, if we go into this and it's like, oh, what if it doesn't end up being like as good as 1, and then we feel like we have to watch 2 and 3 back to back and don't stop and talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are the hard thoughts that I have.
No, these are
difficult choices.
It's very gratifying when these stand on their own.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I gotta remember the characters' names because I don't want to be comedian like that guy, that woman. I gotta look up
the guy with the
names.
accent, the rookie guy, the cop who got shot but he didn't get shot.
Yeah, I don't even remember the cop lady's name. And I don't want to just keep calling her a cop lady.
You can call her Irish. The one guy called her Irish. So that works. She's from New England.
How do you go to like seasons here on NIMDb?
Oh, here, scroll up. This is
Okay.
a tutorial video for everybody. Okay, so there's the episode guide. And
Then you go
from
to
there
3.
Oh,
Okay.
and they're already renewed for a season 4, it looks like, as according to IMDb. So.
Okay, her name's Neagley.
Yep. Got it.
Duffy.
Duffy, that's right. That's
Okay.
cop lady.
Richard Beck. Paulie's the big guy. Quinn, Zachary Beck. Okay. All right, we don't want to go too far in case there's like spoilers.
Sure.
But who's the guy who drew the car? Steven? The guy who drove the car into him? That's the other guy on the team? The DEA team?
Oh, yes, that's him, yeah. Sorry. With a beard on IMDb, he looks a little different.
All right, cool. Well, I'll be here to pull names.
All right, cool.
John.
Yes.
How'd you feel about this episode?
I really enjoyed this episode. This has been very, very fun in that, yeah, I think a lot of what you've been pointing out is kind of the key to how they've made this. I think the biggest challenge of a show about, like, you know, a really strategically inclined, you know, cool, calm, badass dude. Like, you know, you have to work. There's a certain line you have to strike where you always feel safe and in his sort of power position, but also like you got to be able to sweat and you got to be able to believe the tension. And yeah, to have, I think, a situation where he is, you know, being vetted essentially by being given these different tasks. And having to, you know, work with these different guys. Like, he's got this one arrangement up here that's what he's here to investigate, but he's got to deal with all these lower level guys in the hierarchy of power in this, you know, dubious structure. And to have him on episode 2 run into a guy, like on the heels of the first episode where it looks like he, in the heat of a moment, had to shoot a cop. In this episode, it's like, oh, in the heat of a moment, to avoid being made in a grander sense, he basically has to take this dude out. And and now, I mean, I'm like, who knows what's going to happen? Because like someone's going to come in here and find this guy, unless at the beginning of the next episode, what may happen is he may come back with Duke and then have a minute to like dispose of the body.
Sure.
You know, you never know. And it is the cliffhanger. And so sometimes, you know, you can get that Doctor Who thing of like, oh, and we'll solve that, you know, in the next, you know, first act and we'll move on. But yeah, like that tension of both the journey to the impound lot with this guy and the fact that this character he's stuck with is like kind of charming, or at least he's got like a fun personality to some degree, and then proves himself to be, you know, smarter than he looks and more perceptive than he looks, and willing to play the game to sort of observe this guy a little bit deeper, and for him to be the one tracking the route and stuff like that. It's cool because it suggests this character who didn't show his whole hand, and even though you don't get like a mastermind, you know, monologue from him or something like that, just the fact that he's figured Reacher out is like, damn, this is again, it hones in on that sense of danger. And the fact that, yeah, like we're forced to watch Reacher really work and sweat when he's in a position where everyone's watching him. You never know when you're being recorded. And, you know, you have to be undercover. You got to play the game, but you also have to toe your moral line. And yeah, like the details that built up for this dude to be able to kind of, suspect him as he did were like they felt like there were just things happening along the way, and then also smartly placed, pieces of writing that, then contribute to this ending scene where you're like, yeah, shit, this guy is paying attention and putting it together. And yeah, now I'm just like, how's he gonna get out of this one? Yeah.
Well, domino pieces work so well, and I agree with you, especially about the villains, because when you look at the villains in season 1 and 2, they kind of have this effect of, our operation's going good until this Jack Reacher guy shows up. He's causing all these problems, and it just seems like these guys were not prepared for like a Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
Where these guys seem like they're prepared for a Jack Reacher type.
Yeah.
So it makes him a little bit nervous because there was always something where it seemed like you could not just outstrength them, but outsmart them at any cost. And I love that in that moment that does raise the stakes, because even this guy who I feel like generally would be a stereotype or you'd underestimate him, you could see that he's loose, but he's really smart and observant as hell.
Yeah.
And he pays attention to everything, even though he doesn't keep his mouth shut. He pays attention to everything, and he's loyal to the business.
Well, yeah, he's a yapper to make you think he's not listening.
Yeah. And so I love that even in that moment, Jack had no choice. He couldn't lie his way out. He couldn't bullshit his way out. He was like, he had no choice but to kill him. He can usually outwit anyone or out dialogue someone, but in that moment he was like, I have no choice. And to see that instinctual moment was kind of gripping, and to just kind of murder someone like that is stark. It hits you because yes, maybe we didn't see this guy do anything truly like terrible, right? Yeah, we didn't actually physically see him do, unless there was a piece of plot information I'm totally forgetting about that maybe they said he did.
Well, he did cheat on his girlfriend in that car, and he needed the pennies back. So.
But yeah, but you know what I mean? Like he wasn't like one of the truly terrible guys that he just freaking murdered because he was gonna rat on Jack. You know?
Yeah.
So
it's an unfortunate, like I didn't like you, but I didn't want to have to kill you. Better you than the guy at the impound, but also like. And even that was like a pretty solid cover, at the time. You're like, yeah, I'm here because I killed a cop. I don't want any more smoke.
Yeah.
On top of that, and yeah, it's like you see how that in isolation could work, but then it's like, yeah, they put the guy in the car. Of course, he's going to look the car over, and not just let these details go, because of course he's probably hotwired a car before.
And it's so menacing, the way the entire tone of this feels. Right down to the very last few moments, you're like, damn, that is not like a cool moment. That is that's ugly right there. And the way it's shot with its like dark blue-green line, they keep like alternating between, like, wow, this really does feel like palpable of this darkness that I love. I love it so much. It's so well done, man.
Yeah, it's dreary, it's raining, and two, it's like the silence that dawns once he actually like strikes his head down on the desk is like this guy who is like such a talker, and there's been other sound up until now in the scene, but I feel like just that moment went to a certain stark sort of quiet reality, the gravity of like, oh shit, like this is the moment. For us, in the cool side of Jack Reacher, shit gets real when he's like, I'm in, and then it cuts to title in the first episode. And this is like a moment where it's like shit just got real for real. And now like there's so many little clocks ticking, and there's so many, again, circumstances that are volatile and also up against other circumstances. And this was an instance where now, like it's the clock is ticking until someone finds his body, and that's an even harder thing because he's the last person to have seen him. Duke would know that,
I think every moment just has an air of tension and a ticking clock.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even say the first season had that in like every single scene. This has that in every single scene. That the clock you feel on every moment, it gets your heart moving, man. Like it's exciting. It's
exhilarating.
It's fun to watch, and the characters are so well written. The team of characters' names:
Duffy, and the cop who didn't get shot for real.
Duffy is the first one. Guillermo,
and
of course
Guillermo,
Steven
and Esteban.
Like the dynamics give the history, not let's just dump a bunch of information to each other, but the way they interact. And even right down to like the specificities of their dynamics. The way Duffy interacts with Guillermo is very different than the way she interacts with Steven.
Yeah, totally.
Steven, she's always kind of like ribbing him a little bit or like getting annoyed at him or something. Whereas there's kind of, you get this sense of Guillermo who's like followed her into battle a lot already.
Well, and he's got enough experience. Yeah, it's like she is alpha, but he's got enough experience that he can like push back in a meaningful way and can kind of weigh in. Whereas, Steven's on the bottom rung and they're kind of like mom and big brother almost or something like that with him. And so even though those aren't like the craziest, most out-of-the-box dynamics to have, it's the combination of, each of them has some sort of personality trait or thing they're working with. And it is cool to see just how invested in this she is and the fact that you are, periodically reminded that this is like an off-the-book sort of, solo loose cannon-y operation. For as much as, they're holed up out here in this little cabin and stuff like that. And you believe just, the history and the sort of like little, unit found family thing that they represent for right now as Jack, is out here doing his thing.
Well, I love how volatile she can be on some of her emotions. Mm-hmm. Not in a way where you don't trust her as a cop, but like when she comes in striking that bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's not something we're used to with the characters, especially so early on in these seasons of television. Like they're usually some type of cool, calm, or observing dark. But for her to come in with that level of power and aggression, it's for an episode 2. It tells you a lot about the level of care, and that's what I mean. Like the mission is a mission, but the mission feels imbued in a lot of real personal motive.
Yeah, totally.
So while it's like big opera, and that I would say that like sometimes it's kind of missing. I think a lot of the intrigue and the grasp of who is Jack Reacher played heavily into, like, it's a good mystery in season 1, but it definitely wasn't like a personal one for Jack. Whereas this feels personal for Jack and of course Duffy.
Yeah, I mean the first season definitely.
I'm not trying to just put down his first season at all. I'm just
saying,
no.
And that
this has an improve upon thing.
Yeah, I mean, and that season did have like the stuff with his brother, and you're peering into their past a lot, and then
wait till I forgot about that. You're right.
Well, no, but
totally forgot.
So there is, but this is a little It's a different version of that, and certainly this comes into like she's got. I feel like the most personal, obviously, because she got this young CI into this position and feels incredibly responsible, and you have the dual layers from Jack. It's like the way they handle this, because 2, you're seeing
life threat feels real.
Yeah, and you're playing off of the fact that the first season, while it did tap beneath the surface of Jack, there's still a lot of stoicism as that is setting him up, whereas this is now you get the fun of seeing the unspoken emotion below the surface, because he's got this Quinn guy and he knows how terrible he can be, and if Jack is sort of taking it that seriously, that communicates the stakes well to us. But he also has a story or an experience similar to what Duffy is dealing with now. And that moment in the cab of the truck where it looks like he's maybe even about to start trying to say something, and yet you can just see kind of like all these what I assume are just horrible memories and regrets and traumas playing out in a way where it's like, where do you start even forming a sentence? And then she interrupts, and it's like, that's a whole ass moment right there that brings you into him as like an emotional character in a wholly different way.
And I think a lot of the dynamics that they flesh out between Duffy and him are done in it's really easy for shows or character archetypes like this to get stuck into like the woman lead in the show will always respond kind of the same way or something like that.
Sure.
And you don't get that vibe with her at all. Like, in fact, like the women in all 3 seasons are very different.
Just feel real.
They're very different. They feel real, and she feels very real. And I love the level of respect that forms between them, and like a lot of how they get to know each other through a lot of unspoken things. They could just like, I know what you mean by looks and feels.
Yeah.
And it's strong in the way it's executed. It's not like they couldn't come up with something. Like it feels, it's just very strong. The connections feel very natural, and even the lighter moments where she does smile or find something amusing, because he could be spouting off like a 73 second. Most people might be like, "Wow, Jack, whoa," and she's like, "Okay, so you're not being followed." Like, like she's just keeping up with him and respects him in that way, you know?
Yeah, you believe that she's capable. You believe just the command over the scene she has as like the leader character. And two, I really liked that they gave that moment between her and Guillermo where he's like, "Hey, you know, go easy on him," like the whole Magellan thing.
Yeah.
Which to me is like her calling him Magellan is kind of one of those sort of like tough love coping mechanisms of like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, it's pinging you for a thing you're still making up for, because like she even kind of didn't bother to slide the responsibility. Like when she's first talking with Jack in that tracking shot from the first episode, and she's like, you know, we got the you know, jurisdiction of our warrant wrong, and we couldn't use any of the evidence we got. That was the Steven character's fault, but she takes the credit for that, even though internally is still like ribbing him for it. And so to have this moment where it suggests from her that maybe, because that's, you know, when the release of the scene happens and she's softened up a little bit, you know, that's kind of like a big sisterly thing to do, whilst also still having Guillermo there to be like, hey, you know, like we've all been there. And you believe that because the two of them have just much more experience than this guy who's clearly, you know, new at a high level of, you know, enforcement, but new, you know, like, yeah, it creates these endearing flavors, and you believe why they're there, why they would listen to her, why she is leading this operation. And you just believe the stature. It's well embodied by the actors. It's well communicated in the, you know, scripting. And it's just all the filmmaking elements working together. And luckily, you know, the season feels pretty smart in how it's written, and it feels, again, like it breathes in that more novel-y kind of way.
When they're building up well.
Yeah.
I love that they actually also, not only just intellectually people have scope against, but they just threw in probably the most self-aware thing they could do. Throw in like a bigger guy, a buffer guy. Jack. I'm sure he's in the book or something. But
that's fun. Like this is a fun movie thing to do.
To know that you're going to get this fight that you want to see happen.
Yeah.
Like you want to see the fight happen. Everything about this has been good. I love the menace. I love the underlying nihilism. I love the way they take moments to flesh out characters in unexpected ways, like when the dad.
Oh yeah, when he wakes up, when
what's his name?
He's Tommy. He's
Burke,
Tommy Jarvis.
Zachary
to me.
Beck. When Zachary Beck goes in to talk with his son, humanizing him.
Beck.
Zachary,
there you go.
My bad. Zachary Beck goes in to talk with his son, taking a moment like that to humanize him, to show he's not just some one-dimensional villain monster like tough it up, kid, or like he guilts him.
It's
like
interesting.
The dynamics I've seen with, especially because there's a lot of emphasis on the fact that he waited until his ear was delivered before he paid ransom.
Yeah,
and there's usually a villain like that. They'll make it like where they want their son to like toughen up, or their son's a burden in some way.
Yeah,
and this was not the case. You know, like you could see that he's a flawed individual who actually does care about his kid.
He just maybe doesn't know how to communicate, or like what the timing is. Like, it seemed like, it wasn't what I expected in flavor, even though they're clearly strained in one way or another.
But yeah, man, it was great. We got one more episode to watch, then
I'm ready.
And then we're gonna pause the whole season forever.
Oh no, it's good anticipation.
Yeah, see you next year. No, guys, thanks so much for being here. This is great. This is great, man. This is exactly what I was hoping. Very true. This is better than what I thought it would be, man. Hell yeah, I'm thrilled, baby. This is great stuff. Great goddamn television. Reacher season 3. Leave your thoughts down below. What do you think of this team? We'll see you guys soon. Adelia. Wow.
This
Okay.
So fun one.
Adelia. I'm gonna guess what Adelia means. John's gonna guess what Adelia means. Whoever is closest to the actual name meaning wins the round. Adelia. I'm gonna guess horse rider.
I'm going to guess intelligent flower. All right.
Hit enter.
Adelia name meaning. Here we go. You're kind of right. The name Adelia is of German origin, which means noble and kind, or noble nature. And one thing we know about all nobles is they ride horses.
You said intelligent flower.
Yes, none of which are represented here. It comes from the medieval Germanic
noble
words.
And kind?
Adal, which means noble, and Heid, meaning kind or nature. It's also shortened forms of Adelaide or Adelaide, which is a fun thing to note. Are you secretly in Adelaide? Are you the Secret of Adelaide? Or whatever that other Blake Lively movie was called?
Shh, don't bring her up.
Oh, that's right.
People don't like her.
Yeah.
Because of famous people stuff.
Yeah, famous people, drama, and weird PR back and forth.
I hear she's a bad person.
I hear that she's definitely bad, and there's no smear campaign going on, and that I love Justin Baldoni now.
I don't know. I sound like I'm being sarcastic. Like, oh, people hate Blake Lively for no reason. But at the same time, like, I haven't actually listened to anything.
Oh,
so maybe she's a total asshole.
I know.
But I just don't really know.
It's hard to tell. Some of the messages.
I just don't want to spend my time looking it over.
It certainly seems
I don't really
like Blake Lively's probably more in. It's such a weird back and forth. She's probably in a better position, but she's also said some weird stuff too. This whole thing is even weird.
I don't know.
I think Justin Baldoni may be the villain, but I can't quite.
I know what Delia means. A horse.
Yes, definitely. Got to be on that horseback.
I win.
You won? You won.
Just like how Justin Baldoni's going to win.
Yeah, man. Nice pulls coming out on top. Thanks, Delia.